Hiya and welcome to the ribbon bows making tutorial. As you can see, I'm just making the individual ribbon loops for the actual bow. What I'm using is a glue gun, hot glue gun, and the ribbons that you can see are just small ribbons that you can buy from any craft store. And I'm placing a tiny bit of glue in the center of each particular ribbon and then just looping it round. It's really straightforward to do. And so now I'm just going to create the loops, and what you do, create the actual bows, and what you do now is you just repeat the step for each loop to create all these loops that you can see here. And now to make the bow, I'm just placing a tiny dot of glue in the center of one of the loops, and then I'm taking another loop and placing that on top to create a crisscross effect. As you can see, just make sure you put enough glue on, because as you can see I didn't put on enough glue, and make sure you press it very firmly in place to make sure it doesn't fall off. And also what you can do is make sure you remove excess glue, because once it dries, it can be very difficult to actually remove it once it's dried. And as you can see, I'm just repeating the exact same thing that I've just done, placing each loop over each other in a crisscross fashion, and placing a tiny dot of glue. You really don't need a lot. You literally just need a small amount. Just remember to remove the excess glue. It's very important because you don't want it to dry, and once it's dry, it's very hard to get off, and you can actually ruin your fabric as well. And as you can see, this specific type of ribbon that I'm using is very delicate, so you don't want to destroy the ribbons. And so now, as you can see, I do have two crisscross bows that I've created, and I'm going to actually just put those on top of each other, layer them on top of each other. It does actually look really cute once it's finished, just by using, once again, tiny dot of glue in the center and just literally press that into place. Make sure you press very firmly once again, because you really don't want to make it and then it just starts falling apart. Again, placing a tiny dot of glue in the center of the white ribbon, and then placing the blue ribbon on top and just pressing that firmly into place to make sure that it's secure. And once again, you can remove any excess glue. It can get quite stringy and quite sticky, so just make sure you remove it before it actually gets dry, and do that again. So basically what I'm doing is repeating the exact same thing that I've just done with the other loops, just placing a tiny bit of glue in the center and just firmly pushing that into place to make sure that it stays, and once again removing any excess glue. As you can see, this literally takes minutes to make. It's not difficult. If you've never made bows before, then and just keep practicing, you'll get it right in the end. So another dot of glue, just place that place the dot of glue in the middle of the bows that you've just made, and then just press it right into place and remove any excess glue, and just make sure that it's extremely firm, that you press it down to make sure that it doesn't actually fall apart. And obviously, once again, the excess glue, it's really important to remove that excess glue, because once it's dried, it's not coming off. Well, it will come off, but it would more than likely destroy the actual fabric. And as you can see, this fabric is very delicate. So what I'm doing now is placing another dot of glue in the center of the first bow that I created, and then placing the second bow that I've created on top of that one. So as you can see, I'm just creating a layered effect, and it kind of looks like a rosette. So you could use this as a rosette. You could use it in your hair, you can use it on garments, you can use it to decorate cushions or pillows. So as you can see, what I'm doing now is I'm placing an embellishment in the center, and I've just used buttons for this particular embellishment. You could use a flower, or you could use a diamante, or you could use anything that looks decorative that you can get from a craft store. You can get all these embellishments from craft stores. You can get them online. You can also get them from fabric stores, places that supply fabric. And that's it. That's your finished bow. It looks amazing.